Hey guys, my name is Milan and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking what is the difference between talent acquisition and recruitment. You might be thinking, is this even important or who really cares as long as we hire people, right? I'm here to tell you that the two are different in many ways in how you approach acquiring talent. You might find it interesting just how much a simple title or LinkedIn or the way you identify yourself on the interview with the candidate can change their opinion of you. But before we get into all the details, leave a like and subscribe to learn more about talent acquisition. I wanted to shed some more light on this subject because of the question that I got last year. The question was very simple. Do you know the difference between talent acquisition and recruitment? At the time when I got this question, I just got a new job as a talent acquisition specialist instead of a recruiter. I had to pause and I couldn't really come up with an answer on what's the difference between the two. So I did what most people would do. I went online and researched the topic. And what I found is that many people ask this question, but I couldn't actually find any sort of definition on what's the difference between the two. From my point of view, it was up to the company to make their titles fancy. I couldn't be further from the truth. Most of the articles that I found online were written between 4 to 6 years ago. A huge portion of them have been written by recruitment companies, agencies, companies that build ATS systems and HR systems, with an exception of a few articles here and there on LinkedIn. I believe that this is an issue in the talent acquisition and recruitment industry that needs to be addressed. This issue impacts the company, the specialist that's doing the job, and the candidate itself. Recently, on a couple of my interviews, I got an interesting feedback and comments from the people that I was speaking to. It made me think about the place of a talent acquisition specialist or a recruiter in any organization. People that I spoke to had different opinions in terms of their experience with talent acquisition specialists and recruiters. But common thing that I got from the people who spoke with recruiters is that they didn't feel valued. They think that the recruiter didn't take time to actually understand is this person going to be a cultural fit to the company or overall fit for the position. They felt that they were rushed through the process itself. This is not to say that all recruiters are like this. It's only a small percentage of recruiters who are actually working this way. On the other hand, one of my candidates said that the only reason he actually changed the company was because of the relationship that the talent acquisition specialist built with him over the past couple of months. And that was the deciding factor for him. The way I always looked at it was that it was a duty of a talent acquisition specialist or a recruiter to find the best possible candidates for the position that they have open, right? Well, it's not that far away from the truth. While talent acquisition and recruitment overlap in many different ways, there are also important differences between the two. Let's talk about this and see if we can find those differences. The definition of the recruitment is the following. Recruitment refers to the process of identifying skilled candidates to help your organizational needs. The talent acquisition team is responsible for identifying, assessing, acquiring, and hiring the candidates for the open position within their company. Recruitment is more immediate, reactive process. Essentially, it's finding a candidate to fill a specific role within the company. It is reactive, which means that a role is either created as a new position or a replacement position that we need to fill in immediately. Essentially, what recruitment is about is finding the candidate for an existing role that is currently open. This means that recruitment follows a predefined, highly standardized process that has been implemented at the time when the company was growing or due to the high turnover. While recruitment is a reactive and more immediate process, talent acquisition, on the other hand, is more about the long-term game. The definition that I came up with for talent acquisition is the following. Talent acquisition is a long-term collaboration among many different parts of the organization that come together to plan, build, collaborate, and hire candidates who are going to be successful in their position and help the organization achieve their goals. Instead of a linear process, talent acquisition is more about planning and ongoing strategy to help you find those candidates, leaders, executives who are going to be working at your company for currently open positions. But sometimes you're looking for people that you might not need right away, but you will be needing them in the future. Recruitment is part of this long-term strategy, so it's a part of the talent acquisition itself. Talent acquisition is all about the long game. It involves flexibility and dynamic approach from your talent acquisition team or recruitment team. and an understanding of your long-term strategic goals of your organization. There are many moving parts to have an effective talent acquisition. I spoke about this in my last video that's titled, What is Talent Acquisition? Go watch that because it's very important. Depending on what kind of organization you're working for or running, it's important to understand what kind of approach is best for your organization. Let's take recruitment agencies and executive search firms, for example. They are doing recruitment because most of their work depends on their clients and not them. They're reacting to the positions that they're getting. They have very little control over anything. They cannot plan for the long term, so they are doing recruitment. On the other hand, if we take product companies or outsource companies or a company that's providing some sort of service, there you can have a talent acquisition because you can plan for the long term based on the needs of your business. While each organization handles talent acquisition differently, the talent acquisition team is the most important driver of culture and a positive growth. As I said in my previous video, the talent acquisition specialists or recruiters are the first people that the candidate will meet from your organization. If you put yourself in the shoes of the candidate, you are a face of the company and everything that that company stands for. Looking at this now with this knowledge, I will be considering myself as a talent acquisition specialist and part of the talent acquisition strategy instead of a standalone recruiter. To me, it feels more personal. Thank you for watching my video. Leave a like, subscribe, and click that bell next to the subscribe button to get notified when I upload. I would like to hear from you to see what you think, what is the difference between talent acquisition and recruitment, or what has your experience been with both. See you in the next video.